guys, this is JD1. We're in Los Angeles and Santa Monica, and here to talk to you today about the healing properties and principles of hip-hop. Hip-hop, as we know, started in the Northwest Bronx in the 70s and 80s on the heels of the Civil Rights Movement. There was a lot of pain and suffering that came with establishing rights for minorities and people of color at that time. Desegregation was happening in the schools in the 70s, and I was a part of that, and it was a good change. It was a good change, and what came out of that was a lot of freedom, and that people could gather in the streets and make music, and DJing became really popular, MCing, and there were a few really pivotal people during that time that helped with the original healing of hip-hop and healing of the communities. One of those individuals was Clive Campbell, also known as DJ Kool Herc. So this is a photograph of Kool Herc that I took at the United Nations in 2001 for the peace signing ceremony that took place there. 300 pioneers came, and Herc was one of them, and he spoke. And this is an actual photograph that I took at that event to remember that amazing event. So the peace signing ceremony we'll talk about more in detail in another time. But Kool Herc originally had a party, and his sister Cindy threw at a community center in the Northwest Bronx. Today we were going to talk about this, but we were also going to talk about how hip-hop heals with the beat and also with the lyrics. But as we came together, my little crew here, my videographer and my PA assistants, to do this little film, they presented me with this book. Immediately, Victor said, "Hey, look at this." And this is the synchronicity and the healing power of hip-hop. This is the beat, when the beat was born, and it's actually a story, a children's story that Victor got out of the library today, about the birth of hip-hop, the creation of hip-hop and its culture, and that Kool Herc, who was a DJ at the time, this is a children's story about his life and his commitment to hip-hop, his pioneering efforts in hip-hop, and it's pretty cool. I have never seen it before, and there's his records. He's walking down the street in the South Bronx. If I had more time, I would read this to you guys, but it has breakdancing, or better known as breaking. Anyway, thank you, Victor, for contributing. And today, I want to just say that the way that hip-hop has changed and has become more of a global effort and global movement, and the healing aspects of hip-hop are becoming known. The Sober Flow Recovery Project is something that I started. I started doing hip-hop therapy groups, actually, for healing in substance abuse treatment centers and rehabs in the States in 2006. But really, my healing efforts with hip-hop started in 1988 at a psychiatric hospital in the Bronx called North Central Bronx. So I would bring my boom box, and I would play some beats, and we'd get in a cipher, and the patients that were in the inpatient psych unit, mostly adolescents but also adults, would dance, and they would get down to the beat, and it was really inherently healing. And at a time when they were at their lowest low and at their biggest crisis in their life, they were able to feel some joy and some healing through the beat and through coming together in a cipher. So that was pretty cool. So today I have Sober Flow Recovery Project in Granada Hills, and I have individual and group therapy for substance abuse clients. I also, I'm going to be going into the prisons There's a maximum security prison up in Lancaster, and I'm going to be bringing the hip-hop therapy there, God willing. And there's also a need for people who are on parole and probation, so I'll be working with a rehab to bring the hip-hop and the healing aspects of hip-hop to them as well. Having open mics and having them tell their story, which is healing. And a part of the songwriting process is telling the story and the story of your life, what struggles you've been through, what's meaningful to you, the wounds that you've had in your life, how you can transform them into talents and assets. And we do that through hip-hop, finding out what is your element, what are you most passionate about. Do you love breaking? Are you a graph writer? Do you love emceeing? Are you a DJ? Or do you want to learn those things? It's a Sober Flow Recovery Project. We're just starting here in LA. It's very exciting, and I've got a lot of collaborations going on too. Hopefully coming up soon we'll have maybe some live footage of some events that we have in the works. So that's it for today. Stay positive, you know, use your hip-hop as a healing tool. I know with me, if I'm a little low or if I'm not feeling good, I'll get out a beat, or I'll put on a really dope beat or a favorite hip-hop song, you know, like some Eric B. and Rakim, and I'll listen to it, and it always uplifts me. It always gives me energy and helps change my mood and improve my attitude. And I like to provide that and to offer that to youth and young adults that I work with. So that's it for today. Peace out, and thanks for tuning in. Big up to Cipher5. Peace.